Okay, y'all, are you ready to talk about Copaiba? I am quite sure that I am going to miss at least one of the uses of Copaiba because the list is so long and we probably don't even have enough time tonight to cover it all. In fact, we could probably do a whole class just about Copaiba. So I'm super excited that we have access to this powerful oil now, and I'm excited to share with you some of the ways that we can all benefit from and use Copaiba oil. So let's start by talking about a little bit of science. This is going to get a little sciencey here, but I promise I'll go quickly and then we'll talk about practical ways to use Copaiba. But I just think it's important for us to understand some distinctions here and some of the science behind the power of Copaiba. So let's talk about cannabinoids. What in the world is a cannabinoid? Maybe you've heard that, maybe you already know what a cannabinoid is, but when I first started learning about Copaiba, I did not know what a cannabinoid was. So a cannabinoid is basically any chemical compound that affects the body's cannabinoid receptors. And there are two. There's CB1 receptors and CB2 receptors. So you've probably heard of some of the other substances which are cannabinoids and can affect the CB1 or CB2 receptors. Those include medical marijuana, and THC, and CBD oil. So the trouble with some of those substances, specifically medical marijuana, THC, is that it affects the CB1 receptors. And for that reason, it produces a psychoactive effect on the body. It shows up on drug tests, and it's quite controversial. It may or may not be legal to use depending on where you live. CBD oil is generally more accepted, still controversial and quite expensive. So CBD oil affects the CB2 receptors, but so does Copaiba. So the exciting thing about Copaiba is that it contains a dietary cannabinoid called beta-caryophyllene, or BCP for short, and that dietary, Copaiba consists of beta-caryophyllene in the amount of 60%, which is a very high amount. There are two other doTERRA oils that contain beta-caryophyllene that I know of, which are black pepper and melissa, but their levels of beta-caryophyllene are not nearly as high as Copaiba. So 60% beta-caryophyllene in Copaiba makes it a powerful and amazing essential oil. That is what provides the cannabinoid in Copaiba, and that is what affects the CB2 receptors, which means because it affects the CB2 receptors and not the CB1 receptors, it makes it completely safe and natural. I know some of those other substances are technically natural, but Copaiba is safe for your entire family to use. It is entirely risk-free. It is not going to show up on a drug test, not going to have any adverse effects, no psychoactive side effects. So you can use it with complete confidence on your entire family, and it carries many of those same benefits as some of the substances that I mentioned just now, but without the controversy, without the potentially harmful side effects. So let's talk about Copaiba and how to use it. This is probably one of the big uses that you've heard about. So you can apply it directly on location to any areas of concern on your body. Copaiba can be applied neat without dilution, but I do recommend diluting it with a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil, applying it directly to those areas of concern. Copaiba is good for the liver, so I'm going to take it internally in a capsule or in a glass of water. It is great for for head tension. That kind of goes along with discomfort in the body, but it's good for head tension and specifically very pronounced head tension that might cause you to want to lie down in a dark room for an extended period of time. It can also be calming to the emotions. This is a recurring theme in our brand new oils this year. Many of them are very calming and soothing to the emotions. And many of them are great for the skin too. And Copaiba is also good for the skin. So you can use it aromatically and topically to boost your mood and calm feelings of, to calm any anxious feelings, calm your emotions. And you can also apply it topically to your skin. Just like with Blue Tansy, you can apply 1 or 2 drops of Copaiba with your daily moisturizer to just promote a healthy complexion and to reduce the appearance of any blemishes you might have. It's also great for, it's very supportive to autoimmune challenges. It's also protective and supportive to the cells of the body. It can help to strengthen and protect the cells against multiplying out of control or multiplying in abnormal ways that could cause harm to the body. So it's good for cellular support. In fact, well, let's talk about using Copaiba internally. So for that cellular support, you would want to take it internally, and you can do that in a number of ways. You can add a drop or 2 to your water and do that once or twice a day. Just drink it. Along with that, you can add citrus for flavor. You could add peppermint to support the digestive system and drink that at meals. You can also make your own capsule. doTERRA sells empty veggie caps. You just pop them open. You put 2 drops of Copaiba in there. If you're wanting to target cellular support, you could add frankincense too, 1 or 2 drops of frankincense, and take it in a capsule that way. You can also put it in your tea, or you can make tea with Copaiba and add a little bit of honey or whatever you like to do for flavor. So in your water, in your tea, take a capsule. You can also put it under your tongue. You can take Copaiba sublingually, put 1 or 2 drops under your tongue. Some folks already do this with frankincense because frankincense is wonderful for supporting so many things in the body, including cellular health. So you could do frankincense and Copaiba, 1 drop of each every day under your tongue. I haven't tried that with Copaiba yet. Frankincense does not taste great, but you can chase it with something else that you like, or you can take it in the capsule, or add it to tea with honey or whatever you need to do for your own personal tastes. So taking Copaiba internally supports, check out this list. It supports all of these major body systems. It supports the immune system. It supports the digestive system, the nervous system, the cardiovascular system, and I'm leaving one out. What's the other one? I forget. It'll come to me in a minute. But basically, that's like the whole body. So the bottom line is we should probably all consider taking Copaiba oil internally to support our overall health, cellular function. I don't think I mentioned this yet. It provides powerful antioxidant support, and we reap that benefit when we take it internally. So I'm so excited to continue experimenting with Copaiba for the skin, for emotions, for areas of discomfort in the body. I would love to hear from you. What are some ways that you have experimented with Copaiba so far? Share your wisdom with us. And I'll leave you with one specific practical way that I used Copaiba recently. I don't even remember what I banged it on, but I banged my hand, this hand, really hard on something in the kitchen. It hurt a lot. And I remember thinking, that's going to leave a mark. That's going to be some lingering discomfort in my hand. So normally in those situations, I reach for my Deep Blue rub or my Deep Blue touch roller. But I had Copaiba this time, and I thought, I'm going to try the Copaiba. So I put some Copaiba on there. I also used a little bit of helichrysum. Helichrysum is one of my favorite first aid oils. And I am not even kidding. I only did it once. I planned to do it again, just to continue supporting it. But I forgot because I didn't feel it anymore. It totally handled that discomfort for me, and it was not a lingering issue. And I was super impressed. And again, I look forward to continuing to experiment with this amazing new powerful oil, Copaiba. So enjoy your Copaiba and share your experiences and your tips in a comment with us, please.